is in this bag. In that bag is going to be some comic books that we found at Nerdin' Out, as well as a few other comic shops that I went to over this weekend. I'm Kyle from Noggin Comics. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And before we dive into this, we want to talk about a few shows coming up that we're going to be at. In 2 weeks, June 2nd to June 4th, we're going to be at MinnesotaCon at the Minneapolis Convention Center. We're going to be there as Mind's Eye Comics. And then a month later, following that, we're going to be at the Minnesota Comic Exchange Comic Show on July 22nd at Valley Creek Mall in Woodbury, Minnesota. But now that we got that out of the way, let's explore what we got from Nerdin' Out Comics in Emerald Grove Heights. Now, Nerdin' Out has a dollar section. They have this section of dollar books that's right next to the new comic books and their back issues. But they also have a thing where if you fill a brown bag, it's going to only be $10. And you can see that is more than 10 issues. And yeah, a lot of these books are only dollar books, but you know what though? That is okay when you're paying less than 60 cents a comic. There's 17 books here. We have X-Men 34. That I just threw on the ground. X-Men 21. X-Men 31. X-Men The Lost Years number 12. This one's really cool. This is Bizarre Adventures number 1 with a really cool black Goliath variant cover. We have Uncanny X-Men 324. This is Wolverine. Wolverine 99. 98. Excalibur 82. Age of Innocence, the Rebirth of Iron Man. This one's really cool. This one is actually based off a underappreciated game called Marvel Nemesis that came out, I believe, in the mid-2000s. This is Marvel Nemesis The Imperfects. I need to find the rest of this because I really want to read this. This is probably the most interesting find in this bag. Moon Knight number 4. X-Men 27. X-Factor 50, and this is a kind of beat up copy, but it's Liefeld and McFarlane cover, so I had to pick it up. This is Generation X number 6. Wolverine number 94. And Wolverine 110. So I believe after sitting there doing the math, these comics came out to be 60 cents a piece for, I think it was 17 issues. I gotta be honest, I think comic shops that have a dollar bin may very well be the most enjoyable and fun areas to go to. But now we got that out of the way. We went to Dreamhaven Comics, or Dreamhaven Books and Comics in Minneapolis, St. Paul. And they're not known for like they're known for having key books, but they also have some cheap comics too. Here we got Ghost Rider 29, Marvel Team Up 118. This is Spider-Man, and Professor X. This is a Halloween magazine. Tomb of Dracula #1. Then every time I'm there, I end up getting... So obviously I was Tomb of Dracula. But every time we are at Dreamhaven, I always end up at least grabbing one Tomb of Dracula cover or issue. And this is Tomb of Dracula 23. And there was 2 purchases there that are unique, I should say. The first one is this Comic Files magazine spotlight, the X-Men file, Sons of X-Men. And they had a lot of these type of books. They had stuff on Batman 66, Strange Event, Tales of Suspense, and X-Men, more Avengers, Iron Man, Spider-Man. I could have came home with a lot more of these, but this was very interesting. And we were talking about shows that we were going to be at. And there is a show coming here in Minnesota in November called Twin City Con. And they have a guest that we really want to meet. At least I do. And that guest is Danny Trejo. Which I did not know that IDW released a Machete comic. I'm going to read this, but then I'm most likely going to have Danny Trejo sign it. So this is one of the cooler finds at the shop. And then at Issues Needed in Apple Valley, Minnesota, I only bought a couple books here. This is a 4-issue run of the Wolverine saga. And then a book that I've been looking for a while. Ever since I kind of fallen back into TMNT, we watched the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series, and in the first season, I believe, there is this episode on Donatello finding a artist in the basement of April's hotel or apartment, and this is the comic that's based off of. And the artist that I'm talking about is actually based off of Jack Kirby. I've been looking for this probably for about 3 months now, maybe 4. And I was so glad to find that at Issues Needed in Napa Valley. And the last book, only one book at this location. I mean, I think we brought some trades too. But you hear it a lot on the channel. We always go to Mind's Eye Comics because Nora works there. And today, while closing up shop, I had to pick up this Moon Knight one-shot Silent Night. But let me know, have you had any good finds this weekend? Are you planning on attending any of these shows if you're in the local area? But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you at the comic shop.